Okay, we are live. Let's adjust this a little bit. Excuse me. Okay. Hi, everyone. So, baby was sleeping peacefully, and then, of course, she wakes up right when I was about to go live. So, we're taking care of her needs here. How are you guys doing today? I'm gonna let a few people hop on, and this is just a Q&A style. So if you think of a question that you would like to ask me, hello, go ahead and just post it in the chat. I have a few questions that were emailed to me, and I will be answering those questions too, but mostly this is just about life right now, just checking in and telling you about postpartum. And in a little bit here, when she's done eating, I will let you see the baby. Um, so glad to see that you're well, Andy. Everybody else on here, hello. We're doing well. We're hanging in there. We're tired. Baby was born July 29th. And so she's just over 2 weeks old. But I'll tell you, these 2 weeks have just been a blur, and I'm really tired, as you can tell. Hello, Pamela. How are you doing? I'm sleepy, and honestly, I wanted to check into YouTube immediately. I wanted to keep you guys posted about labor and all that stuff. It just didn't happen. It didn't happen. I was just in a fog, and it is what it is. Like, I knew, like, going into having a baby that you're gonna be tired and sleep deprived, but then actually doing it is a whole nother thing. So, all right, let's hop into some of these questions that I got. And again, if you have a question, just leave it in the chat box. So one of my questions was how we handle natural family planning, or how we handle family planning in general. Because she noticed that my children were spaced a certain amount, I think about 3 years each. And so she asked how I do that. Well, actually, I don't use NFP. I don't use any form of family planning. That is just the natural fertility that God gave me. So unfortunately, I don't have a great answer for that one. But I think one contributor, hello Sammy, that we have to our gap, our age gap, is that we do extended breastfeeding, and we do extended breastfeeding on demand. So all my kids have breastfed to at least 2. My oldest breastfed till 3, and my fertility doesn't return like normally until that season's over. So I think that has something to do with the spacing. But I know not every woman's like that. I know women who breastfeed on demand and they get fertile right away. So everybody's different. I am familiar with NFP. I understand fertility charting. We took classes on it for marriage prep, and I'm just kind of a nerd, so I like to know how things work. So I understand it, but for me, it's always kind of made me a little crazy, charting, and as long as we're in a good place, and as far as like we're not in danger, there's no grave matter going on, I just want to be open to children. That's what gives me peace. I've done videos on this. There's one I did called Making Peace with My Fertility, if you're interested in that. But yeah, so that's the answer. We don't use NFP. We don't space our kids, but it just has happened that way. Let's see. Okay. Another thing that I was asked about is milk supply and production. Of course, this baby she didn't want to be different than her siblings, right? So we have had breastfeeding issues again. This is the 4th time around. She's getting a lot better, but these first 2 weeks, she just she's lazy. She's a good latcher, but she doesn't stay latched. So anyway, I wanted to make sure that I kept my milk supply great. And so when are you starting school? My kids go to public school and it's coming up fast. Awesome. I'm actually talking about school next. So perfect question. So she just wasn't a great latcher, and I didn't want what happened in the past, which was that my milk supply went down, to happen. So I've been doing a few things. If you are nursing, do you have a Costco membership? Because these are delicious and I feel like they've really helped with my milk supply. They have oats, flax seeds, sunflower seeds, coconut, quinoa, chia. So those are kinds of things that are good for your milk supply. And they're at Costco. They're really yummy. You can make your own, and honestly, like, I probably could have saved a lot of money making my own Aussie Bites ahead of time, but I didn't. And you know what? Sometimes you just gotta get over that and buy a box of Aussie Bites from Costco. So I've been eating Aussie Bites. I have been staying hydrated. I am also pumping when I don't feel like she has done an efficient feeding. I make sure that I pump it all out so that the supply stays. So that's my tips for the milk supply. Let's see. And then school. Yes. So somebody asked me what our plans were for school. Our kids are homeschooled. And since we just had a baby, and honestly, I'd like to do it this way anyway, even if we didn't have a baby, we like to start school in September. The reason is because all the kids, the public school kids, and everybody else is in school already, and the stores usually discount school supplies 75% or so. So I love just going in there and buying everything we need, buying our books, and we just get really good discounts. So we start school in September. And we're using the curriculum. It's a Catholic Charlotte Mason program. This is our first year using it. It's called Mater Amabilis, sorry. And it is a free curriculum, and it goes, I think, kinder to 8th grade. So we will have a first grader next year and a third grader. I'm really looking forward to diving into it. I've never done Charlotte Mason before. I'm a little bit intimidated. The idea behind it is you're learning from great books, you're learning from your environment, but at the same time, it's not unschooling, it is structured. So we'll see how it goes, because I'm definitely tend to fall more unschooling camp, but I'm gonna try this. We'll see how it goes. But everybody around us, as far as the public school goes, is starting school this week or next week, I believe. So, you know, the dynamics will change. It's going to start feeling like fall. I love the autumn. It's just such a good time. Let me know, those of you on this chat, if you have kids, do you public school them? Do you homeschool them? Private school? Yeah, what kind of groups do we have here? Let's see, what else? So those are the homeschooling plans. And like I said, we're not starting until September. I wish I was called to homeschool. I love the idea, but I'm not patient enough or smart enough to. Okay, so just food for thought. I don't think you have to be super smart to homeschool. And I'm sure you're putting yourself down, but I'm sure you're smarter than you're saying you are. But yeah, but it does require a level of commitment, I think. And so if you don't feel called to it, that can be challenging to stay committed to that if you're kind of second guessing that. Let me tell you, I did not feel called to homeschool either. My husband told me to try it, basically. And I love him, so I told him I would try it for a year, and then when I hated it, we would put the kids in school because I need my mommy break. And I did not, I went in kicking and screaming. Honestly, our first fight when we were dating was about homeschooling, because I said I never wanted to homeschool my kids, and he said that his future wife would homeschool, and anyway, it was this big fight. So anyway, that gives you an idea of where it came from. But anyway, yeah, I love it. I love it. So if you feel like maybe you would want to give it a chance, I totally recommend give it a chance. And if you hate it, put your kids in school. Like you're not signing in blood. Like it doesn't have to be so serious of a decision. It can be a year by year decision. So you guys want to meet Madeline? You are looking beautiful for just having a baby. We homeschool and use Seton, enrolled. 4 boys, start in September. Awesome. We use Seton too. We never have enrolled, but we've used it for the past 2 years. I love it. But so this year we're doing something different, but we'll still use some of those Seton books. This is my first year back to work in 5 years. I drive a school bus. Maybe I'll try next year. Lots of naysayers in my life. Oh yeah. When you make decisions like this, there are people that have opinions, and so I think being confident in your decision, or not even confident that it's the perfect decision, but confident that you're going to try it, I think that really helps. I think that really helps get through the through of it. I heard this concept of you are emptying your kitchen cabinets, right? Because you got to clean them out and declutter. And you get all the stuff on your table and your island, and then you look and you're getting anxiety. Why did I even attempt to clean it? Because this is so stressful and it looks horrible. But then like you get through the through of it. You get through that and you clean it up, and it feels so good, right? If you can get through that through of it. So that's with anything in life. If there's something tough, like right now, postpartum, it's not easy. I'm tired, but we're getting through the through of it. So Tara says it's the 6th year of homeschooling. After trying a box curriculum, we found Charlotte Mason method, and she loves homeschooling. Okay, so good to hear good things about Charlotte Mason. I've never done it, and I'm nervous, but I look forward to it. And Mary says, I love you're doing Charlotte Mason. I can't wait to hear about it. I can't speak. Yes, I hope to do some videos on it as we go along. And yes, okay, so let me show you baby girl. Let me show you. So this is Madeline Marie, and she's still a little hungry. Say hi. Say hi. She is a very good baby. She's very good. And we just got her back to birth weight, so this is a huge deal for us. Read the book, Know and Tell. You'll really grasp the basics. Okay, I will read that. Sounds like a good postpartum read. So this little one, like I said, she's not nursing that great, so we're actually doing a combo of bottle feeding and breastfeeding to make sure she gets her calories. But then also I want her to practice breastfeeding. She weighed 7 pounds, 1 ounce. So if you followed some of my pregnancy vlogs, you know that I wanted to make a big baby. And while 7 pounds, 1 ounce, or 7 pounds flat, she wasn't 7 pounds, 1 ounce, she was 7 pounds flat. That's not a big baby, but that's my biggest baby. So I was so happy we did it. And she got back to birth weight at her 2-week appointment. So she was 7 pounds, 1 ounce as of Monday. And that's a first for me too. I've never had a baby go back to birth weight. They've always gone down. So I'm so excited about Miss Madeline's progress. I feel like we're doing something right. Hey, baby girl. And she grins a lot like that. I know they say it's just gas and whatnot, but it's still really fun. It's still really fun when she does it because she grins a lot. So she must be pretty gassy, huh? Madeline, what is that cross-eyed look? And then they make those weird newborn faces too. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Oh, we had her baptized. We had her baptized Sunday. My husband's really big on baptizing right away, and I totally understand that. But that was kind of a new concept to me. because most of the kids that I knew were baptized, hi sweetie, were baptized about, I don't know, 6 to 8 months. So that was what I was kind of used to. But my husband thought it was really important that we baptize as soon as possible. And so all of our kids have been baptized, with the exception of our first one, at about 2 weeks. And that's kind of a challenge when you're postpartum and you're still in the fog, but it's good. It's good, but this weekend was a bit hard for me because I was just so tired, but it really is worth it, and we are glad that she's baptized, right? Yes. Oh my goodness. When do you guys baptize your children? I'm grateful that we're able to do it so quickly at our parish. I know some parishes require birth certificates before they even consider baptizing, and then other parishes, you need a class and all this other, all this other stuff. But ours is just very straightforward. We call them up and we get our baby baptized the next available weekend, which is great, right? Yes. Oh my goodness. I wanted to do a labor and delivery vlog, but with all the prodromal labor, I actually started filming the labor, like I started filming the beginning of the week, and every time I'd go into labor, I would film, and then I just really got tired of that. So then when it actually came time that I was in labor for real, I didn't film anything. And so I have no footage of labor and delivery or the birthday, nothing. So I think that's kind of funny. So I could make a prodromal labor video, but that'd be kind of boring. So I don't know, but the birth went really well. It was 3 hours long, which is why I probably didn't take any footage, because it was just so quick. It was gentle. It was beautiful. Hour 1 was at home, and then hour 2 and 3 we went to the birthing center, and she came out in one push. Like, it was very simple and good. It was good. I think that prodromal labor, I heard that it kind of helps the labor be more gentle. So it's hard on the mind and the spirit, but it's easier on the body. And I have certainly found that to be the case this time around, because I feel really good. So I have to remember that I'm postpartum and remember to rest, but I do feel really good. And I really look forward to getting back to life, getting back to making planners and videos and all that stuff, but I am forcing myself to take it easy and not do those things yet. So anyway, does anybody else have any more questions? This will probably be my last check-in for maybe a week or two. Just, like I said, intentionally taking it easy. Any other questions before we head out? Oh my goodness. Oh, if anyone wants to know, this is the Como Tomo newborn bottle. There's, I was really concerned about nipple confusion. I didn't want the baby to get lazy because, the bottle feeding was so much easier than the breastfeeding. So I sought out a newborn slow drip bottle, and we used this for our last child, and I think, yeah, it works great. So thank you, Pamela. You too. So yes, God bless all of you guys. I will be praying for you, and I will see you in a few weeks. And yes, we'll have these fun homeschool videos and all sorts of good stuff coming up. But thank you guys for praying for me. Thank you for all your support, and yes, have a great week. Say goodbye, Maddie. Say goodbye. We'll see you later. Bye.